Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a hilarious video for you here today from Men Only, okay? And this one is titled Modern Women Are Doomed by Trump's New EBT food stamp requirements. So essentially, a lot of these women who were, abusing the food stamp system, now they actually have to go out there and work and do something with themselves. So let's jump into this. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments.
Now, they are no longer eligible for food stamps. The change affects Cobb, Gwinnett, and Hall counties. Channel 2 Sophia Choi is live in Cobb County. And Sophia, this involves able-bodied adults who are now required to go to work.
So if you are on food stamps, you might want to listen to this. So not only is Trump making it to where if you receive food stamps, you have to work. You have to work a minimum of 15 hours a week. And then you'll be making too much, and then they will cut you off. On top of having to keep receipts of everything that you use your EBT card for. Okay, you are gonna get a limit of certain junk foods. A limit of certain junk foods.
Am I the only one who's pissed off that this woman is recording a TikTok video instead of like looking after her kid right here? I just find it incredibly irresponsible, guys. These women complain about having to work, and yet their definition of working is making TikTok videos. You can already tell 2 seconds into this video that this woman is the root cause of all of the problems that occur in her life, but I guarantee you she will take every opportunity to complain about everything.
If you get food stamps, how is this okay? Okay, you cannot tell me how much pop and how much chips I can get with my food stamp card. This is crazy. This is outrageous.
It's not even your money, madam. Like, what do you mean you can't tell me what to spend the money on? It's not even your money. These people are so entitled, guys, right? Like, they just think that they should receive money simply for existing. It's crazy. And this woman's defense will probably be something like, oh, I have kids, okay? I can't go out there working. Yeah, this is called the consequences of your actions, madam. You shouldn't be having kids, okay? Like, so many of these women, they'll go out here, they'll have kids to either A, dudes that don't want to look after kids, great choice in a man that was, or B, they'll get rid of the man, and so they'll be a single mother. This is like, these people are absolutely just leeches to society, in my opinion. Incapable of making high quality decisions at all.
She said Trump made it so if you're on food stamps, you have to work at least 15 hours a week. And if you make too much, they'll cut you off. And somehow, that's a problem. Here's the thing. It's mostly women who are upset about this. Why? Because a lot of them have gotten comfortable living off the system. No accountability, no structure, no plan to get off it.
And just by the way, who's paying for the majority of this? Right? My guess would be male taxpayers, in all probability, are paying the disproportional share for these people to be able to live and do nothing with their lives. This is your taxpayer dollars, okay? You're a man out there, you've got a business, maybe you're a successful woman, you're strong and independent, you've got your own business, all right? Sweet. This is what your money is going towards. Women like this. Fantastic.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but the mama buying crab legs with her food stamps is not the end of the world, and she's not taking advantage of the system. The dad that's buying shrimp and steak with his food stamps, not the end of the world, nor is he taking advantage of the system. The mama that is letting her baby buy his or her favorite candy or cookies or some type of treat with her food stamps, not the end of the world, and she's not taking advantage of the system. When are we going to stop judging people? Okay, you take a 10-second window of seeing someone and say, oh my God, they're taking advantage of the system. They have food stamps and they can get crab legs. Well, I can't even afford crab legs, but you know what they might not be able to afford? They might not be able to afford not working 2 jobs.
You know what, guys? I don't even need 10 seconds to complete judging this woman, okay? I love this idea that all of these people put forward is that you're not allowed to judge, okay? You don't know me, you don't know my life story, you're judging me after 10 seconds. What if my kid wants to get a treat? You probably should have thought about this before you had a child, would be my suggestion to you. These women complaining that they can't get treat. And let's be real about it, okay? the reason why they're saying crap like this is not because they want to get a treat for the kid. Okay, it's because they want to get treats for themselves. So let's get that out of the way. Second of all of this is entirely avoidable if you could actually make sensible life decisions. But they don't. They go out there, they have kids to dudes who don't want to stick around, or they get rid of the dudes, and then they're complaining about the situation that they're now in, now that they're like single mothers and crap like this. Oh, how come this person gets to buy steak on their food stamps? How come like these people actually sound like children? You know, they sound more like children than actual children do. How crazy is that, man? I swear, I have seen, you know, kids in shopping centers behave more normally than these women. It's crazy.
To survive, okay? They might not be able to afford cake or cupcakes for their baby's birthday without those food stamps. They might not be able to afford that steak and shrimp or crab legs that they want to eat one time a year because it's their birthday without those food stamps.
These people are not, like, let's be real, they're not setting aside their food stamps to get one treat for their child for their birthday, or to have one treat meal a year. That's not what these people are doing. Like, can we at least use a little bit of honesty, right? I love how the person viewing the video, guys, is always expected to give the largest amount of leniency to these women. You know, like, you're supposed to give them the largest benefit of the doubt, and you're not allowed to judge them. I'm actually not going to do that. I think these people have been given way too much leniency in terms of judgment, in my opinion. Like, you know, these people are oftentimes single mothers trying to say that you can't judge them. Like, what do you mean? Like, you know, what is this?
Okay, and you know how I know this? Because I was that mom, okay? I was a 20-year-old single mom. I worked 2 jobs, okay? Listen, 2 jobs, 50 plus hours a week. But by the time I paid rent to put a roof over my child's head, by the time I paid my car payment for a reliable vehicle to transport my child, by the time I paid my cell phone to be reachable for my child, by the time I paid the electric to keep the lights on for my child, by the time I paid the internet so my baby could watch TV, by the time I provided all of her basic necessities, diapers, wipes, clothes, shoes, etc., there was nothing left.
Probably should have considered that before you became a single mother. I just love the sheer lack of accountability in these videos, guys, as if, like, you know, they view it like becoming a single mother is just this completely, you know, luck circumstance thing. You know, like, oh, it just happened to me one day, guys. I became a single mother and my life became very difficult. These people want you to believe that it's nothing but luck. Okay? Like, the universe somehow had it out for them and they've been dealt a very bad hand. Like, madam, you got to choose your hand. You know, modern Western women are some of the most privileged group of people to ever walk the face of the planet. It's not my fault you screwed it up. You know, and even then, society is looking after you. It's crazy.
I don't know how I would have fed her had I not had food stamps. And then all the soldiers will come in and say, oh, well, if you can't afford a baby, don't have one.
Yep.
Shit happens, Brenda. Okay? I got...
That's this woman's excuse? Oh, you know, crap happens. Hey, it is what it is. That's like me, guys, going out here, right? I commit a felony. And I'm just like, you know what? When the law comes for my ass, okay, I go out there, I commit a crime. And then, you know, I've got the police at my door and the police are like, yo, why'd you do it? And I'm just at the door and I say to them, hey, stuff happens, my man. Like, only women say this crap, guys, you know? Like, I swear, it's only women on TikTok that their excuse for their life situations is like, hey, you know, the universe just had it out for me. Stuff happens. Okay.
Got pregnant. Now, if I would have aborted her, you would have told me I was a horrible human being because I ended a human life, right? But then I kept her, and because I needed assistance in raising her, I was also a terrible mother. Yep. See how there's no win there? So, hush for just a second. Stop judging people off of a brief 10 to 15 second window that you see of them living their life, and let them just enjoy the small things. Let them enjoy those crab legs. Let them enjoy the steak or the shrimp. Let that baby enjoy their cupcakes or their candy. Because in the grand scheme of things, what is it affecting your life that she swiped an EBT card for those things?
Yeah, guys, if you're a taxpayer, this is where your money goes. So it actually, it's interesting because it actually does, it is kind of insulting to the people who pay for your ability to do this crap. A lot of people, they don't actually want their money to be going towards single mothers at all. Right? Like there are a lot of taxpayers out there who get stolen from, let's be real, from the government. Okay. And their money goes towards people who they don't even like or agree with. I think that's a lot of people, man. There are a lot of, for example, working class men, working class women who look at people like you and who don't want their money going towards people who make terrible life decisions. They would rather probably keep that those taxpayer dollars for themselves and spend it on food for themselves. So, all of this, oh, you can't judge me, it doesn't affect you kind of thing. I think people are actually well entitled to judge other people. I think judgment is a very, very useful skill that, to be honest, a lot more men and women, you know what? Maybe if this woman had some better judgment, she'd probably have a man in her life. But we don't talk about that, do we, guys? Because, oh, you're not allowed to judge her. Craziness.
Truly, what is it affecting your life?
So my husband just told me that I need to get a job so that I could go 50-50 with him on bills. I told him that I don't want to work because if not, I'm not going to get no more EBT or cash assistance. Why would I want to work and lose all my state benefits? That doesn't make sense to me. I get $1,200 in cash assistance and $3,700 in food stamps.
What the hell? Guys, I'm not American, okay, but this better not be monthly as well. This is US dollars too, so this beats my trash currency, okay? Like, what the hell is this? $3,700 in food stamps, $1,200 in cash assistance. Like, this is nearly $5,000, and for nothing, for not working. And she chooses this over working, right? This is what happens, man. These people see this and they're like, well, why do I need to work? Okay, yeah, my husband's going out there and he's working and he's buying me things. He's putting a roof over my head. But you know what? I don't really want to put in. I just want to collect the free crap that I get. I'm hoping that this is like yearly or something, man. $5,000. So this woman gets 3.7K in food stamps and $1,200 in cash assistance.
You do the math. He's telling me that, we need to go 50-50 because he's tired of having to pay all the bills and I don't do anything around the house. So I told him, okay, you're lucky that you don't have to pay a dime for food because if not, then there would really be an issue. He wants to take away my cash assistance. And I told him, absolutely not. What am I going to stay with? He's like, at least help me with half of that money put towards the bills. And I told him, no, I'm not going to do that. That's my money so I could have fun and do what I want to do.
Holy hell, kick the woman out, man. There are so many women out there who are in relationships and marriages and whatever, and they just don't contribute very much at all. I guarantee you this dude is probably still paying. Let me put this, okay, let's think about this. Do you think this woman is using her food stamp money to buy food for the household and prepare food for the household, or do you think she's using it on herself? Because I would argue this cash assistance and crap that she's receiving, I don't think this is going towards the household at all. I think this is going towards her. So this dude is paying all the bills by himself. He's probably paying for his food as well. Like, I look at a person like this, guys. Do you really think this is a woman who's consistently able to prepare dinner for the household, let alone lunch, let alone breakfast? I don't see this woman contributing in that way at all. I think this dude probably has to go out there and buy the majority of the food himself. If he wants to eat at any sort of regular interval or have normal food whatsoever, he probably has to go out there and buy it himself. I simply do not see this woman doing it.
I also lied to him and told him that I don't get no more child support because he wanted me to give him that money, and I told him no. I just told him that they dropped the case because the kid's children passed away.
Wait, so this woman, wait. So she gets $1,200 cash assistance, $3,700 in food stamps, and she receives child support from some dude she previously had a kid with. That is insane. And then she's got some dude paying the bills for her. Guys, I'm telling you, never deal with a single mother. This is absolutely stupid.
Nail salons are no longer accepting your EBT card for payment. I just went and got my nails done, like I do every month, at the same nail salon.
This is what I'm talking about.
Okay, they accept all forms
She
of
tells
payment.
on herself.
There's a sign right on their counter. We accept all cards. My EBT food stamp card is a card.
You paying for your
I have
nails
used
with
this card
food
to
stamps?
pay for my nails, my lashes, my eyebrows, okay, for over 5 years.
What they got going on in Michigan?
I don't know who did it. I don't know if it was the card company they go through.
No.
I don't know if it was the state of Michigan.
The state of
I don't know
Michigan,
if it's
yeah.
them themselves, but they are no longer accepting your EBT card as a form of payment. So I had to call my boyfriend and have him wire me some money because obviously I didn't carry cash with me to get my nails done. It was $110 and I was going to use my EBT card.
This woman was going to spend $110 on her nails. Holy hell, guys. This is what I was saying earlier. Like, these people are not having one-off nicer meal or getting that cupcake for their kids because it's their birthday and crap. Like, no, these people are living off of this. They're using it for everything. They're using it for whatever they can get away with. This woman is doing, not only is she doing her nails, she also said she's doing her lashes, her eyebrows. Like, oh my goodness. And this is again, probably taxpayer dollars going towards this crap. Oh, hell no, man. I think we might just end the video there. That's so stupid. Guys, we're going to be leaving today's video there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.